Hello and welcome back to my Let's Challenge of BioShock. In the last episode, we were making our way through the farmer's market and we cleared pretty much the first two areas here, or some of the major areas around here. But now what we have are the two main sort of quest-giving areas of this whole area, along with a new diary here that we almost missed.
Children, their very long needles, their tuneless songs, their ghastly errands, their ghoulish Frankenstein fathers. But we've all placed our hand on the great chain of endeavor. My hand is on it. Fontaine's is on it. We all pull it and are pulled by it. Yes, these children are an abomination. But it is not my hand alone on the chain that created them. No. Their little fingers were right there, next to mine.
So there we go, as we see Ryan trying to probably further justify his what he's doing to his own citizens and in many ways to himself here. So yeah, this next area is we've got the winery, and we have the bees.
In 10 years in this dump, I've come to accept a very low standard of life. But even at the bottom of this fish tank, a man must have standards. The pathetic Trudeau down at Morley Winery has started putting water to his terrible wine. Water! When I confronted him with this fatty, he tells me, Pierre, this is not to worry. The water, she is distilled. It could be worse. I could take it right from the ocean.
So as we see there, we hear the story about the water and the wine. As the bees are attacking us for some reason. There is a way to stop them. I just need to, or maybe it's just there to sort of illustrate the problem with the bees. So essentially, so we have the apiary here, and then we'll have the, like I say, then we'll have the rest of it. Okay, I'm not sure we quite got exactly what we wanted with our engineering one, so we'll just... So that is difficulty when hacking turret spots and cameras. I think I'd rather have that one, which essentially gives you, you know, something on everything that you hack rather than specific types. So, the winery, sorry, the apiary, I should say. The apiary is quite interesting. Obviously, we have all of these bees. We're going to trigger a, well, we're going to hit this switch, which is going to cause all the bees to disappear into their hives. And doing so then means that we can, come on. Then means that we can search the various hives looking for the enzyme samples. And naturally, we're going to get a bunch of enemies come steaming in. If you're... So with the aim of obviously killing these guys pretty fast. So you can hear the clock timer for the smoker was ticking down there. And the bees will beat that back out. So once more, we'll do the same thing. Just got to look for a, you know, obviously search as many things as you can. bees, I'd think. Not. Okay, finally. Lovely. Away. Don't care. Slice, splicer. Okay, we've got maxed out grenades. Section does get a little bit of a pain just because you have to constantly sort of go in and out. There we go. Okay, nothing there. Pretty short. Okay, that should mean that we're pretty close, I think. Didn't mean to do that, but oh well. So, how many do I have is the question. Okay, we got enough, cool. We might have had enough already before we did that last one, but oh well. Not much I can do about it. I don't think there's anything else in that area that we really need to worry about. So we'll move straight on to the winery now.
Rumor is the tool of the
Which is down this way.
Why do they wear those masks? Maybe there's a part of them that remembers how they used to be, how they used to look. And they're ashamed.
Okay, so obviously we need electro bolts here. And then just take a picture of the turret just to see how we're doing. And again, we can buy out there, it's nice and cheap. This one is cheap as these go, but one of those, and then one of those. Lovely. You can see that we definitely need to start thinking about getting some more sort of help with our engineering tonics, just because it's taking quite a lot of effort to actually get through a few of these sort of hacks. As we get another one.
Children must remain functional to be effective producers of atom. I had hoped we placed them into vegetative state so they would be more pliable. I find being around them very uncomfortable. Even with those things implanted in their bellies, they are still children. They play, sing. Sometimes they look at me. They don't stop. Sometimes they smile.
Okay, so we head down into the winery, and this is sort of the other main area, I think, where you usually find, where you'll often find the Big Daddy of this area. You'll often find him down here in the winery. I did not think you would be one of those. So, we're going to get the required amount of water relatively fast, but we're still going to
to a crafting station. Then, head back to Langford's lab and put the whole witch's brew in the mister. That should clear this fog right up.
So what we can do is we can still sort of just find some other sort of items around here. There's also a power to the people station located at the bottom of this area, which is obviously a rather valuable thing. We'll just buy out here, and as you can see, we can do the Lazarus vector. Just get a couple of those auto hack tools. And then we'll drop down to the bottom floor.
I'm guessing you're the proud papa of a brand new Lazarus vector. Now drop the vector into a gadget called Central Misting Control. Then we'll be coming to look at it.
That one. There are trophies to do with sort of upgrading weapons and stuff, so. There's the Big Daddy. I said he would be around here. I think there's another, the only other thing we need down this area is there's another tonic for us to find. That doesn't seem to be working at all, so. There, in there. Goodbye, Houdini. So we can get Photographer's Eye, which essentially allows you to get, as you can see, obviously higher research scores. There's also some napalm in here. Obviously getting into this area triggers a large number of enemies, so just be aware. Just sort of staying focused, trying to make sure that we're not making too many silly mistakes through this section. We definitely obviously don't want to interact with the Big Daddy as well, just because we don't need to, there's no need, and it'd just be added danger on top of everything else. Just take a picture of this camera, just a few of those. Blow it up. No film, unfortunately, but oh well. Where is that, Rosie? This is the other area inside the bottle. So yeah, there's a lot more distilled water than you'd need, which is good. You know, you can find quite a few extra to the actual ones that you just need for the Lazarus vector. Like I said, I think it and the other sort of various items that we've been finding through this quest, I think they do become general things. No. Thank you. You did that. Did not need that. Distilled water, kerosene, lovely.
I'll kill you first! I'll kill you first!
The damage from the shotgun seems to be very much sort of distance dependent. You need to get very close to it, to the enemies, in order for it to do a lot of damage. Is that everything? I think it is. There's a few other sort of like, there's a U-bang and all that sort of stuff. I think we'll just start making our way back up. Let me just take a few pictures of the Rosie. Because I think we're... Yeah, there we go. Boom. So that's Rosie. That's Rosie research complete. That is another trophy for us. Lovely. Making very good progress through the trophies of the game. So yeah, so you see the issue there that essentially you can freeze enemies using, obviously, using liquid nitrogen or using the Winter's Blast plasmid, but doing so shatters them, meaning that you know, they drop no loot. There's sort of a balance to be struck there. Looks like Houdini around.
But it can also
How close are we with Houdini? Over there. Take his head off. Lovely. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything. You're now complete. Which means we can head back through and we'll head over to Langford's lab. What is this? Houdini. Oh, another Houdini. And there we go. That's Houdini splicers maxed out as well. So which gives us another trophy. So 2 more trophies, both from research. Wait, and boom. Goodbye. Lovely. So we can now return to Arcadia. Obviously, we'll return to Dr. Langford's labs, and we'll want to try and essentially, obviously, filter the Lazarus vector through the fill. I guess it's a filtration system through through certainly Arcadia. And doing so, well, obviously Ryan's not going to be too happy about that. He doesn't want to see us succeed, so he's going to send a bunch of splicers after us. So we're going to need to sort of do some tower defense, as it were. We sort of set up some defensive encampments around the area, namely stuff like proximity mines, that sort of shebang. And doing that will essentially put us into a good position. Yes, I forget about this section. We need to be very careful. Like, can we start attacking him? Well, awesome. Both of those we've already finished, I think, because we've got. The napalm and the various chemical thrower ammos you get are actually pretty good value for money. So it would have been nice to sort of been able to, we could have hacked those 2 bots that were sent after us by Ryan, and that would have been a nice way to sort of get the money for it. The other way is to simply, you can run and you can try and hit a one of the bots shutdown panels, and if you do that, then obviously that will stop the bots from chasing you, which is another effective way of doing that. Oh, there's a mine there. That's why that was glowing. That was clever.
Hello? You're worthless!
I'm worthless, aren't I? Okay, so we'll just quickly check some ammo. And now what we can do, there's nothing really there, so we'll just head straight through to Langford. We're going to need stuff like proximity mines. I think we actually get a sort of like what Atlas would call a care package. I think we get given a group of helpful stuff for us, which would be really helpful. If there's a Big Daddy here, you can use Hypnotize Big Daddy to make him work for you. The problem is that if he... I don't know if it ends, that then you actually... Damn. I don't remember if we end up with some trouble with regards to like whether he will start attacking us, and so it's a risk. Is there anything we really want to buy out of those? Not really, to be honest. And so we can insert the vector.
It seems Julie's death didn't provide a clear enough lesson to you. Perhaps this will suffice.
Ryan's got your number. No doubt he'll be sending company. Best to head back to the lab entrance and seal her up. Might be the only way to keep the splicers out.
Gels. Yeah, so essentially we're going to start seeing lots and lots of splices around here, so I'm just going to start scattering proximity mines. Because we have them, you know, we got 6 more just from the new mode. To see how long, if I just stand still, do they not recognize me at all? I'd imagine it doesn't work particularly well. Parky's attacking me, that's not good, that's not what we want. Where's Neptune? There it is, that's what we want. Okay, rather than you, I want Hypnotize Big Daddy. Where's that damn Big Daddy? Get on my side. Beautiful. Fuck. Security building, I will. Okay, he's going to start triggering those. Wonderful. Friendly. I have no idea what's going on right now, to be honest. There's all sorts of chaos. Is that just from my one proximity mine? Okay, good. Get you. Lovely. Beautiful, okay. So that's one cycle down. This Big Daddy dead yet? Yes, he is. Awesome. Ow. Thought that was mine. Wasn't. Keep sending focus at me, I can do this all day. balls, redheads.
You're about halfway there. Keep your hand on the throttle. Ryan's skin job there is the time to get complacent.
Welcome.
Come on then. Okay. Okay, that went really well. Ah, damn thing, I need to take out another Rosie is not ideal. Broken. Damn. Yep. Thank you.
I'm bleeding. Even. Sure, why not? You keep asking.
That's Houdini. These redheads so damn annoying. I have no idea what's going on.
What are you waiting for? Hit the damn switch.
Okay, we're running. We are just running. We're going to get this sorted and then boom.
Well done, lad. Take a deep breath and enjoy it. Then head over to Rolling Hills and get the bathysphere. Next stop is Ryan's house.
Okay, sweet. So we get a trophy for restoring the forest, as we damn well should. Ooh, really good, really good to get through that section. Where the damn hell is this Houdini? Dead. There we go. If there's another lead head, it doesn't. Oh, I'm nowhere near scared now, pretty much. Okay, that was tough, but it was good. Really good. We did really well as well, I would say. But we did an excellent job of holding them off. We have nearly maxed out money, because if I remember correctly, the maximum money you can have in the game is the maximum money you can have in the game is 400, I think, so we're doing a good job there. Okay, thuggish. I mean, if these Houdinis are just gonna not attack me, that's fine. We'll head back through to Rolling Hills and get this level over with. Hopefully, unlike Neptune, we will have got everything done. One can hope. Whether that's a little hope in vain, we'll see.
Why are you so resistant to the traditional methods of separating man from his soul? You're not CIA, are you? You belong to Atlas, the one roach I can't seem to exterminate. Don't worry. I just need time to find the proper poison.
Okay, so this should be the
I
final,
believe in no god.
the
No
final
invisible man
audio
in the
diary
sky.
here.
But there is something more powerful than each of us. A combination of our efforts. A great chain of industry that unites us. But it is only when we struggle in our own interest that the chain pulls society in the right direction. The chain is too powerful and too mysterious for any government to guide. Any man who tells you different either has his hand in your pocket or a pistol to your neck.
Okay, sweet. So, we now go to the metro station and head to the next area, which is Fort Frolic. So really good, really good. Been an excellent episode. That last little section is good fun, it's good fun. It's pretty tough, but I love the shotgun is doing wonders with the amount of damage it's doing right now. It's like one-shotting every enemy pretty much with a you know, try and one-shot it with a headshot and just keep moving. It's really great. I've definitely died lots of times on that little section just there before, so getting through it unscathed is really, really good. Really, really happy with that. And now we can arrive into Fort Frolic, the 4th main area of the game, looking pretty damn swell. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will join me on the next.